Hello, everybody. It's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and thought I'd do a live stream. I was hoping that I would have one of my partners in crime coming into the broadcast tonight, but that is not to be. But never mind, it doesn't matter. I'm here anyway, and we can have a chat. So I've had a lovely, lovely day today, and I've been with my pals, and I actually didn't sleep last night, so I'm still wide awake. I don't know why I'm not sleeping now. I hope I don't fall asleep in the chair. Anyway, let's crack on and see what everybody's been up to. I think got some people just coming into the broadcast. So hello, if you want to identify yourself, please do. It would be lovely to know who's coming into the broadcast. So, as I say, I was hoping that Gaz was going to join me in the broadcast, but his plans suddenly changed, so he won't be here with me. But I will be here, and I will be chatting. I will be showing you one of the things that arrived at my house this week. I will be showing you what I just made, the latest make. I will be showing you the next make that I want to make. Hello, Odds. Nice to see you coming in there from YouTube. Excellent. So I'm going to show you what I've made, what I want to make, what I've just received, and what sort of fun we got up to this morning. So some of you will know that on a Friday, I run a craft session. Hello, Caroline. Nice to see you in. Caroline coming in from Facebook. Lovely to see crafty friends coming in here. Because in the last few weeks we've had upsets in the crafting world, but actually one man's what do they say, one man's fish is another man's poison. When one door shuts, another door opens, and in fact lots of doors have opened for me because that crafting the crafting world has shifted, and I no longer give my allegiance to a company I used to give my allegiance to. But I have found, hello, Kathleen, I have found that there are other crafting companies out there. I found out that there's a lot of lovely crafty people out there. I found out lots of crafty people who are sharing news with me about other lovely crafty things. So it's all good stuff. And I'll let you know. Hi, Tracy. Thank you. We had an amazing day, Tracy. And I was hoping that Gaz was going to be in the broadcast. So some of you will know Gaz. I think most of you know Gaz. I'm not sure if you know Kathleen, if you know Gaz. Gaz and I met through the Crafter's Companion website. He lives on the Isle of Wight, and he was also part of the crafting community that I was in. And so that's how we know each other. And on a Friday morning, I'm doing some crafting sessions with Jan Brooks. She runs a warm hub on a Friday morning. Hello, fancy seeing you there, Samantha. Long time no see. Samantha was one of my partners in crime this morning, and we've had a wonderful time, haven't we, Samantha? And I was hoping to bring Gaz as a guest into the broadcast, but he can't make it. If you feel like coming into the broadcast, then let me know. You're here in the chat. That's fine, Gaz. Lovely to have you in the chat. Just a shame that you couldn't come in and share, share what you were doing and the fun we had. And hello, Paul. We wanted to give you a wonderful time for your birthday. We know life's been a bit challenging lately, challenging for lots of us. But so I'm sorry, I'm just fiddling about down here. Just fiddling so that I've got things to show, because I do like to bring things to show. Gaz's birthday is actually tomorrow, but because we had the craft event, because I craft in the warm hub on a Friday, it made sense to go right just across the road from the hub and have lunch together. And we extended our morning into half the afternoon as well. So there were how many of us were there? There were about 4 of us, weren't there? If you're the Facebook user saying hi, that means you're probably coming in from the Go Live Granny Community group. Can you please tell us who you are? And if you want to identify yourself, it's Ailey coming in. So Ailey's coming in from Scotland there. But if you want to be able to identify and put your name there, you need to go to facebook.com/StreamYard, and then you can do that. All right. No, it's the other way around, isn't it? StreamYard.com/Facebook. Oh dear. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I could be getting muddled because I'm tired. And I will tell you, I didn't go to bed last night, right? I was doing so I might crash straight after the broadcast, but that's absolutely fine. I'm running on adrenaline at the moment because I am retired, because I don't have a lot of responsibilities anymore. I can go to sleep when I want to, and I wanted to make something for Gaz last night for his birthday, and I hadn't managed to get it done before, and so I stayed up and did it, and he was very pleased with it, weren't you, Gaz? I was very pleased with the fact that he was pleased with it. So anyway, let's see. Yes, so I'd all this week I haven't done any crafting since the warm hub last Friday. So any of you who don't know, since September I've been running you're running on chocolate cake, Samantha says. Oh dear, oh dear. There was a lot of chocolate cake. Yes, back in August, I think it was, Jan runs Aisle Access, and she said to me, could I give her some top tips of things that people could make if they wanted to do some crafting? You know, she was running this warm hub, and she thought some people might like to do some crafting and come along. And I just said, well, why don't I just come along? Why don't I just come and do the crafting? So nearly every Friday she picks me up, takes me there. Occasionally she can't pick me up and we make other arrangements. But she takes me along and we go there and we do crafting for those who want to craft. We've met lovely Sam there of Samantha Stationery. She's joined the group. And other people have come in and out. Sometimes there's one or two more. Sam's brought her children when they've been off school on holiday time. Other people have joined in. Some other people I think brought some children as well, or other people have joined in. So it's one of those you can pop in and out whenever you like. And it starts at 9:30. Hello, Donna. Starts at 9:30 and then it runs through till 12:30. Well, because it was Gaz's birthday for tomorrow, Sam said earlier in the week, why don't we go just across the road, right across the road, there's a place called Carrera Lounge, and that's where we went and had our lunch. And so our shenanigans and our fun continued. So somebody said to me, oh, Lynn, you look like you're having fun, and you usually look like you're having fun. To me, that's what it's all about. Life is about having fun. I know it's not always like that, but I think that you have to try and get rid of the toxic people out of your life and try and have a fun. You know, we had a bump in the road 3 or 4 weeks ago to do with the crafting world. Not a bump that we expected, but we saw the bump. We weathered the storm and we've come out the other side. And to be honest, I feel like it's a bonus because my crafting journey is getting more exciting with more exciting things since the bump in the road. I've just switched my allegiance to different companies. And one of those companies is Tonic Studio. And thanks to Tonic Studios, they are propping up the camera. I've got my camera balanced on a little book stand on top of 3 of these boxes. And these boxes are the monthly boxes from Tonic Studios where they have all sorts of lovely goodies in them. Gazzy said he's running on so much sugar right now. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised when I tell you what he had. But it's our fault because we gave it to him, didn't we? So last night, let me show you. Last night I was making something to take to the warm hub today. Jan had bought a pattern for something, a template for something, and she wanted me to make it, and it wasn't her fault, but it was a pretty rubbish template. I did make it home, Sylv. Yes, there we go. We had a great day with Gaz. Gaz is in the chat. He was going to come into the studio with me. You know, I was going to bring him in as a guest, but he's got some visitors, so we can't do that. Cake tunnocks, tea cakes, all sorts now. So yeah, so it's lovely to see my new crafty friends coming in, and I've made lots more friends in the craft world since we hit the bump in the road about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and that life changed forever. You know, but it doesn't matter because lots of us now chat with each other. There's various groups out there that, you know, and various of us made friends, and it's just lovely that lots of lovely stuff going on. Anyway, so back to Jan. She asked me, so she asked me if I would make what she wanted to do. Hang on, I've lost part of it. Here we go. Here we go. She wanted me to make a teapot, and she got a template and gave it to me. Now, I'm not a quitter, but it was so awkward, so difficult. I knew that I would make a teapot at some stage, but I didn't know whether I'm going to have to go to back to the drawing board and design a teapot myself. But hello, Debs, nice to see you. So we've got Sylv, you know, Sylv coming in on YouTube, Debs coming in on Facebook, Ailey coming in into the community, Go Live Granny community group on Facebook. All's coming in from YouTube, Sylv coming in from YouTube. Absolutely, yeah. And Sylv's saying there, when the brown stuff hits the fan, you find out who your friends are. And do you know what? Some of us have made really good friends now, and you know, we're carrying each other through. We're chatting with each other. We're sharing information. Those of us who like to do crafting, we're finding all the other craft shows that exist out there that we perhaps didn't know about before. We're sharing those. We're sharing bargains that we find and all that sort of thing. And generally, you know, we haven't cut off our crafting spend. But, you know, I found some lovely things. So anyway, as I say, Jan wanted me to make a teapot, and she found this pattern, and it was so awkward, really, really difficult to get the pen round the template. And I thought, well, no, I can't do that. When she asked me, I couldn't do it at that time. So I said, I will do it for you. And I thought I was going to have to go back to the drawing board and actually design a template myself for a teapot. Well, anyway, I through my lovely crafty chat with some of these lovely people, the person who actually gave me the information isn't in our chat now, but this one of the lovely community that I'm building up through that crafting world, she's watched one of my broadcasts the other day, and she heard me say, if anybody can find the teapot and the teacup die, please let me know. And she found it on Etsy, and was I pleased, because I didn't really want to have to go into the design side of things. That's not what I excel at, but I would have come up with a teapot somehow. Somehow I would have made a teapot. But anyway, the pattern arrived 2 or 3 days ago. And would anybody, hello David, would anybody like to join me for afternoon tea? Look, do you like my teapot? Do you like my teacup? There we go. Look. So anyway, some of you will have seen me post this yesterday. I had such fun doing this. I hadn't done any crafting since last Friday. I was sorting out my flat. I've got so much craft stuff. I've got stuff to go out to charities. Tomorrow I'm having some furniture taken away. Finally, it had come. It is amazing, isn't it? The furniture had come from my mum's. My mum passed 2 years ago. My flat was too small to take the furniture, but somehow the furniture ended up here. And I won't go into all the reasons why. There was a difficult family member who didn't make life easy for any of us. Anyway, tomorrow, British Heart Foundation are taking away a table and a coffee table and some bags of charity stuff and a chair, and then I'll get the middle of my lounge back. but at the moment there's stuff standing on all those things, so I will have to take it all off and put it on the floor and then sort it out. So Tracy's loving exploring all the new craft companies that are being talked about in the groups. Excellent, Tracy. You see, and there's some amazing things, and there's some amazing things coming. Caroline's saying there is definitely crafty life after the company who shall not be named. So Vivian's saying she hasn't got me live in a long time from Kentucky, but lovely to see that you've caught me live now. I only decided to go live a short while ago, you know, because I mean, for those of you who are new to my channel, I used to live stream on a regular basis. I live streamed before the pandemic. I used to live stream all over the island with the events that were going on, showing off the events. That's how I became a live streamer, because I was frustrated that the marketing department for the Isle of Wight were not telling you all how wonderful our island was. And so my son set me up and showed me how to do it. So I became a live streamer. I was out there at all the carnivals and the penguin plunges and the Santa dashes and classic car shows and broadcasting to the world. And we had a huge audience. Well, thousands of people watched the broadcast, and I was getting my little island shown off there, because we're a centre of tourism. We need people coming to our island in order for our businesses to survive. So that's how I started. But of course, pandemic came along, and there were no carnivals, there were no penguin plunges, there were no Santa dashes. But my audience still wanted me. So some of the people in here have been watching me for years, and some of them actually, you know, started watching me through pandemic, and we all helped each other survive. Yes, Vivian says she watched me for years. Love to see what you get into next. You'll never know. You'll never know. But so we had pandemic. So I decided in pandemic, people wanted me to live stream, so I had to think out of the box. And being an ex-primary school teacher, that wasn't too difficult to think out of the box. So I made a garden in front. I'm sitting here in my flat. My flat sits on the top of 2 garages. And in the front of it, there's a long piece of grass at the front, and it was a boring, uninteresting piece of grass, and I never liked cutting it. So in the pandemic, I covered it all over with pots, and I made a container garden. So lots and lots of containers, and I made a beautiful garden, and ended up winning 2 years running a prize in Ride in Bloom. So that was the bonus. And I live streamed from the garden, and members of the community sent stuff or got in touch and said, could they send stuff and whatever. So we had plants in the garden. We had pieces of trellis sponsored by people from the community and all that. And it was just a wonderful community all round. Tea all round. Ailey's saying tea. Yes. Anyone for tea? You have to bring your own cup, because I've only got 1 cup. Sorry. At the moment, I've only got 1 cup, but we can make more. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Debs is just pointing out, and I haven't committed to anything on this, but maybe I should. First day of MND craft every day in March. So Debs has got a free apron. Apparently, if you entered, you put your name down for this, and I never quite got round to it, then you get a free apron. But you have to do some crafting every day in March, and then you raise funds, all right, for MND, motor neurone disease. And my sister's husband died of motor neurone disease, a terrible, wicked disease, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's horrible. But anyway, nice to see that you're doing the raising some funds, Debs. There we go. You said, see where the red bottom went. Do you mean the red bottom of this? Is that you mean? I don't know. Let's go back a bit. Have I missed any comments? Yes, crafty life. Yes, Caroline's correcting herself. She said she meant crafty life. We knew what you meant, Caroline. Thank you. So lots of you new people in here are people that I've met through the crafting world, and some of them just more recently through the demise of a company that we won't mention. Anyway, so fast forward. I did the garden. And then I also come indoors, and then I'd read stories. I'm an ex-primary school teacher, so I used to read my audience stories, children's stories sometimes, poems. We had poetry. We had all sorts of things going on. And we kept each other going. You know, a lot of people said I was a lifeline to them, but you know what? That's a two-way operation. I might have been a lifeline to my audience, but my audience were a lifeline to me as well. So there we go. Let's have a look. Seal saying that it's great that the British Heart Foundation can take the furniture. It is. I rang them up the other day, a week and a half ago, and they said, "Oh well, we can't collect until they're coming tomorrow, 2nd of March." I said, "Oh, that's fine. I've not got around because I was ill most of last year or recovering from pneumonia. I didn't do anything much. I didn't even get round to ringing up and making phone calls to get furniture taken away because I had to get organised, and I wasn't in that mode. It took me a year, almost a year, or over a year, to get really better from the pneumonia that I caught in November, December 2022. There we go. So let's have a look. Ailey saying she's in Invergordon in Scotland, started watching when the carnival lorry was in my garden. Oh my goodness, that was pre-pandemic, a long time ago. Yes, we've done we put carnival floats in, we've done all sorts of things. And those carnival floats some of them were decorated with stuff that the Go Live Granny community sent in from all over the country. You know, we had things on that float that lots of knitters. We had a lot of knitters because getting involved because in the pandemic, when I was indoors and trying to think what can I talk to the audience about, I showed them my knitting because I am a knitter. And I haven't done much knitting lately. I've done mostly papercraft, but there's a lot of wool still in this place I need to do. I need to get it out. I need to knit. So anyway, sorry, I go into these brain fog situations since I had pneumonia, and sometimes I just think, what was I going to say? Never mind. David's in here as well. That's nice. Sylvia's saying that's a new twist, not BYOB, but make your own cup. That's right. Yes. If you want to come and share, with me, you've got to make your own cup first. I can supply the template. I can supply the if you want me to cut the tea cake up. But what you need to know, this isn't just a teapot. It is a gift box. And I love this gift box so much. This one isn't as this is version 1, not the best one. Tea for 2 and 2 for tea. 3 or 4 or 5. So I'd made this and I wanted to surprise Jan with it today because she'd been wanting a teapot made. And so I didn't tell her it was coming. I was very grateful to Wendy, who was the person who found it on Etsy for me. And then, my community are amazing. What you all do, and we all help each other. It's just wonderful. Hello, Rhonda. She's in here, but she had a phone call first. It doesn't matter. David, you can't see all of the comments because, look, I'll do this. That's your comment, right? If you look down the bottom, you can see an F for Facebook down there. If I bring in Rhonda's comments, look, Rhonda's coming in from YouTube with the red bit down. So you can only see the comments of the platforms that you're on. Right. Yeah, Debs is saying she's sorry to hear of my family member. Do you know what? Life happens and you just have to get on with it. It was difficult at the time, but I get rid of the toxic people out of my family, but not dramatically. I just remove myself from situations, and I now have removed myself totally from that situation. It was difficult at the time, but now it's not. Now it's not, and I surround I surround myself with people that I like, and that's always the best way. So you're on the naughty step, Debs. This was all through pandemic. There was a lot of talk about the naughty step. We sent people to the naughty step for all sorts of reasons. I don't know, nothing very very serious. It was just a bit of fun. Before 6, just had a drambuie. Send cake, please. Well, Gaz has got all the cake. I can't send you cake. Gaz is saying it was great. Right. Oh, Maria, how wonderful. How wonderful. Maria is one of my community from the past. And she's here. Hello, Lynn. Nice to see you live. I always miss you. Well, I haven't done over the last year. I have, because I was poorly. I didn't want to get on and do lives very much anymore, but now I'm back. Audrey's chatting to the other members. Look, there she's saying hello to everybody. Ailey connected with my brother. Worth a follow, and he always keeps the faith. Yes, he does. That's certainly right. And look, everybody's saying hello to everybody. Andrea's in now. Hello, Andrea. Whoops. Let's have a look. Right. Your son is just getting over pneumonia. Is that you still, Ailey, saying that? Terrible, terrible. And I talked to somebody last night at Slimming World whose son was borderline. They thought it was pneumonia. I said, well, don't hang about, don't do anything. Just get treatment, because I only got treatment because I took myself on a 111 call because my surgery would not. The gatekeeper wouldn't give me an appointment, and I would have been dead if I had listened to her. So I didn't listen to her because I didn't want to pop my clogs. I still got lots of things to do. Still got lovely people in my community. Still got loads of things to make for charities. So there we go. Hannah's just come in. Hello, Hannah. Just popped in before dinner. You've distracted Harry with a superstar video on YouTube. Well done, you, Hannah. Good idea. Carol Ann's saying that Gaz sounds like he'll be eating cake for the next week. And Auds has turned the sound down because she's eating her dinner and obviously wants a quiet dinner time. Rhonda's coming in and chatting because Rhonda knows a lot of these people because she's part of that crafting community. But you'll all know each other soon. Oh, and Crystal. Hello, Crystal. Haven't had Crystal in the broadcast for ages. And do you know where Crystal lives? At the bottom of the road. And where did I meet her? I met her via the internet because I was doing something for charity. I think it was, yes, via the internet. I was doing some collecting food for charity, and she got in touch with me, and I said, where do you live? And she was just at the bottom of my road. So that was easy collection to go and do. So we've been friends for years, haven't we, Crystal? But we haven't seen each other for a long time. Right. Samantha's saying, I don't think he minds. Oh, what, the cake? No, not your son sending healing prayers. So I don't know whose son that was poorly. Gaz is saying he will be eating cake for ages. So anyway, let's go back. So now on a Friday, as I say, I do the crafting, and we do a lot of crafting. We're now actually making things for the charity. The charity is Isle Access, and it's all about accessibility on the island, making sure people can get, are in an accessible situation, and highlighting. Right, it's your son who's had pneumonia, so that's the Facebook user. Is that you, Crystal? Is it you, Crystal, that's had your son with pneumonia? Silver said her other half has really aggressive onset lupus, starting with double pneumonia. You diagnosed him before anyone else, and if you hadn't argued with docs, he wouldn't have survived. Same here. You've just got to stand your ground sometimes. I was so ill, but I still stood my ground, and I rang 111, and they said, can you come in? And of course, I didn't have my own transport, but I rang my brother who lives, 20 minutes away, and he came and picked me up and took me to hospital. And the rest is history. I am now here, fully recovered. Well, I have to keep checking, and I don't go out when it's pouring with rain, or if I do, I get a taxi. That's why I got a taxi to Slimming World. It's at the bottom of my road, but I wasn't willing to take the risk and get soaked. Hello, Bethy. Oh, some of the oldies as well. The oldies and the goodies, and lots of newbies as well. So lots of people, coming in here. It's just so nice to see. So, what was I going to say? Oh, so look, Bethy, we're going to pour you a cup of tea. Who else wants a cup of tea? I love my teapot. and Di, who's part of the Friday morning group, she was playing with my teapot this morning. We've got lots of pictures. We did a live stream this morning. She was playing, like we were back in our kindergarten days, because you can. So anyway, Gaz had seen this teapot and he commented on it. So last night I thought, well, I have to make him something for his birthday, because being a crafter, you have to, it's obligatory. And I hadn't got round to doing it. So I pulled an all-nighter. I stayed up all night. So I haven't actually been to bed since Wednesday night or Wednesday. But because I am retired, I can suddenly sit down in the chair and go to sleep when I like. Andrea loves my teapot too. Thank you. Only one thing better than a cuppa, and that's two things. Let's have a look. And Hannah's chatting with all the crafty people that she knows in here. So I just love it. I love seeing everybody chatting with everybody. It warms the cockles of my heart, this way of working. When I first started doing the live streaming and seeing everybody making friends with everybody, wonderful. And of course, that's what happened in our crafty world that we used to be in, some of us. And then, it helped me all the way through my recovery. And then all of a sudden, have the rug pulled from under your feet. It's odd, but anyway, we're moving on now, because that's happened, and we're moving on, and we've got lots of reasons to actually link up with other people. And so do you know what? I'm going to sing to Gaz because I can. Happy birthday to you. Everybody sing, everybody join in. I want to know that you're joining in and singing and putting some emojis in, because it's Gaz's birthday tomorrow. He said if it hadn't been for February the 29th, it would have been his birthday today. So he was obviously born in a leap year. And so he would have had his birthday today. But we celebrated his birthday today. And now you've got another birthday tomorrow. You've got it elastic. Anyway, I'm going to sing. I know I don't sing very well, but I don't care. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gaz. I forgot who I was talking to. Happy birthday to you. Whoa! And we have party poppers. Is it a tonic die? Yes, this one is. Well, actually, funnily enough, it was a tonic die when I looked and saw it. I ordered it off Etsy, but it came not in tonics wrapping. It came from China, and it came with all the dies attached to each other, not like the tonics ones where they're all separated. So I don't quite know how that works. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy's singing along with me. That's excellent. I don't know how it works, but it was exactly the same as the tonics die. So there you go. And Carol-Anne's putting some emojis up there for birthday. And actually, all through the pandemic, if it was people's birthdays, I used to have a birthday hat. I don't know where the birthday hat is. I will have to find it, and then I can sing happy birthday. It's not a very beautiful hat, but it had a cake on my head, like you do when you're a mad granny. So anyway, and I used to pop party poppers for everybody who had a birthday. So let me know. Andrea says she needs it. Well, Andrea, this... I can message me afterwards. I can try and link you. It was on Etsy, and I've got a link to it. So whether you can still get it off Etsy, it took a few days to get here. It came from China. It was on a slow boat it wasn't on a very slow boat from China, but it did come from China. But it's beautiful, and I love it. And you wait till you see what else I've got. So anyway, I just decided that, because Gaz said he liked it, he had to have a cup of tea. And I was hoping he was going to come in the broadcast and show you his teapot and his cup. But we'll put the pictures up. So late last night, after I'd done the card, I needed to do some cards for Jan. I was making... oh, look, Sylvia's singing in there. That's lovely. All the notes in too. How brilliant. I love it. I love the audience participation. You are marvellous. Yes, so we're making cards now to raise funds for the Isle Access charity, and I'd got some cards to finish. Some of you were helping me last night, because I was a bit stuck with a card for somebody who liked cruising, and I'd got some bits that Jan had cut out and given me. They were quite small, and I was trying to put those together Oh, Tracy you found this. Was it this you found on Amazon? That's amazing. Excellent. And she's waiting for it to be delivered. So that's amazing. I forgot what I was saying. Oh dear, oh dear. Yes, we all hope your son recovers soon, Crystal. Not pleasant for anybody. Wow, so Tracy's saying it was there on Amazon, so that's brilliant. I didn't look on Amazon for some reason. I'm gonna be cheeky. You weren't going to buy any craft supplies in March, but Andrea, it's craft month. March is the craft month. Sorry. Don't you blame me, though. Don't you blame me when you've got no money. Oh, yes, cruising card. Thank you. Debs is prompting me because so Jan had ordered a few cards. Some people ordering them to buy from the charity, and some cards that she's ordering and putting money into the charity so that she can have them for her friends. We've got Mother's Day coming up. We've got birthdays coming up. Right. Okay. Bye, Hannah. Thanks for joining me. Go and enjoy your food. And so I was finishing some cards off. I love this style of card. This is the pop-up box card, and it was a pop-up box card I was doing. So this is just it's a card that goes flat and goes in an envelope, but then it pops up and it stands on the side, and it's a bit of a showstopper. And I do like things that are shiny and sparkly, and I do like things that people want to keep, don't want to put in the bin. But I have to say, I know we've had a demise of a crafting company, but I have to say that they dragged me through my recovery and they taught me so much. So a year ago, it was about January, February, I was here. I was on oxygen for 3 months, couldn't really go anywhere because I had an umbilical cord hooked up. That's what my friend calls it, because she's on oxygen all the time. And so Andrea's saying I make lovely things. Thank you, Andrea. That's kind. I really enjoy it, and I really like sharing it with all of you. It's like, come and enjoy this world. Come and do it too, because it's so therapeutic, and it helped me all the way through my recovery. And so I am really grateful. But I've been telling people that a year ago, I couldn't make anything like this at all. None of these things. I tried. I'd watched loads of the broadcasts, and then I tried making something, and I ended up with glue all over my hands and glue all over whatever it was I was making. And I thought, I'm never, ever going to be able to do the things like they're making there and make them presentable for anybody. But I persevered. I'm not a quitter. And I persevered, and I watched loads of broadcasts. And then I went to glue school. And this is the making of me as a paper crafter. I went to glue school. Who knew there was such a thing? But did you know that sometimes you need a wet glue, and sometimes you need a dry glue? Sometimes you need a wet glue for wriggle room if you want to move something about before it actually sticks. Sometimes you want an instant stick. So there's red liner tape, and there's dotty tapes, and there's non-dotty tapes, and there's Collal glue, and there's this one and that one, and hot glue guns, and the whole works. And I went to glue school, and I went to glue school again. And so I understood it. And now I can make these things, and get the finest bit of glue on a tiny little bit without getting glue all over me and all over everywhere. That was a big thing, learning how to get the glue right. And then I just watched, and so many. Rhonda's saying she was watching that company for almost 4 years, and like me, they really helped her through some pretty rough times. So glad, though, that we have found each other through other means. Absolutely. I always think that every cloud has a silver lining. And the fact that we all did that, and then suddenly the rug was pulled from under us, and we weren't told anything, and whatever. I'm not going to go into it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because we found each other, and one door shuts and about 6 more doors open. You can't remember who knitted my scarf. It was Jane, wasn't it? Jane Ireland. So there we go. What glue do you use with the tonic dyes, please, Lynn? It depends. It depends. When I was putting this together, there's some little tabs on the edges of each of these, and I haven't got it here. No, it's in my bag. But it's a Nuvo bottle. I mean, there's lots of different ones that will work, because we are now supporting lots more companies than we did. It's a Nuvo glue, and it's got a very fine tip. It's a white glue, so it's a wet glue, but it's a white glue, but it's a very fine tip. It's some of the wet glues get a lot of wiggle room. If you want to move something about until it's in the right place, then you need wiggle room. On this, I didn't want too much wiggle room. I wanted a little bit of wiggle room so I could wiggle it until I'd got it. Because if you don't get these in exactly the right place, then actually, well, this wasn't really brilliant. The teapot lid didn't fit all that well. But the next one I made, the one I made for Gary, is much better. It's not bad, but the one I made for Gary was much, much better. This card wasn't as thick as the card I used on Gary's, and that one came out much, much better. But so that's what I would do on there. I needed what good. So any of the dies, whether you buy them from Tonics or anywhere else, it depends on how quickly you want things to set. You've got red liner tape that's strong, and that's an instant grab. And there are things like that. So if you don't want it to, if you're trying to line something up on a card and you want to make sure that you've lined it up, you don't need it to grab instantly, because if you've put it in the wrong place, you're going to rip your card. But as we say, at the end of the day, it's only a piece of card. So when I've been teaching people how to do things, I say, don't worry, don't stress. If it goes wrong, it's a piece of card, and that's what you have to, think about. So I'm fascinated with what we can make with card. It's just amazing. So yeah. So that's I forgot what else I was going to say, but anyway, you get in such a mess. Yeah, Andrea. So maybe message me, and I'll see if I can find some of the glue schools. I might have to take you to the, across to the YouTube channels of the glue school from the company that we're not talking about, but there's some pretty damn good tutorials on there. And so that's how I learnt. And so I will share with you, or I'll see if I can find some other people from other companies who do it. But they did, because Andrea, I used to get in such a mess, and I got glue all over the project. I got glue all over me. And it wasn't a fun experience, but now it's a fun experience. I love doing it. And I can't wait. And I'm going to show you some of the things in a minute. I'm going to show you some of the things I've got. I want to show you this card because Sam's in here in the broadcast. Well, she was just now. I met Sam because she came along to the hub, and now she comes every week, which is lovely. And then she joined us. Debs is saying she hopes my community crafting went well today. It went well. We had a ball, and then we went across and had lunch with Gaz. Somebody said, have we started making smoothie hats yet? No, I'm going to start knitting my smoothie hats soon, but I'll talk about that, when I start doing it. Samantha is here. Look, so Samantha made this beautiful card. Oops, hang on. That bit goes on there. It's come unstuck. But this is a beautiful card she started making because we're selling cards. So there's more to go on that. But isn't that beautiful? And Sam is really enjoying her crafty time with us, I believe. So that's lovely. Because what I do is initially I just took a load of card, a load of dies. I started with an instruction or two. First of all, I set them on the pop-up cards, the ones that I just showed you like this, because I love these cards, and they're very popular, and they're showstoppers. People don't like to throw them away. So that's always nice to do something like that. So anyway, Sam, I'll talk to you about this when we're not on the broadcast, all right? So we'll pop that one in there, and let's pop this one up there. Oh, I want to show you something else. I think a lot of you have seen it already, but one of the Tonics dies. Now this is going to a friend of mine sometime soon, all right? And this actually, Sam used the dies for these cards. She used the dies on there, and I love it when a set of dies can be used for more than one project, not just the one project. So this is actually a gift box. Look, you can open it up and you can put your goodies in there. And I've seen this done in so many different colorways. It's just absolutely amazing. So that, let me show you. Whoops, let's put it back up there. That is a Tonics one, and that is the blooming bouquet. All right, and that this one, very popular. They do sell out fairly quickly, but they do bring their dies back. And you know, if you ask around and see, does anybody know? And I found a company called Crafty Flair that had a lot of Tonic stuff when Tonics didn't have it. Tonics said you can no, you can ask to be notified if something comes back into stock. You can leave your email, and something came back into stock the other day, and I got a notification. So this is, but this is a lovely one. So I've made that up. But this will make absolutely wonderful presents, and it will sell well for charity. So that's amazing. Let's have a look. When you started making cards with your nana, they were always flat ones. I love now how we do this. Absolutely. So Tracy is part of the crafting world. Reached out to me the other day when, you know, when the whole crafting world shifted. So that's nice, Tracy. And I'm glad that you've come into the community. It's great. Debs is saying this. It looks like a 40s cocktail glass with a sparkler. Woo, I could do that. We could, you know, who knows what we could make it into. It'd be quite interesting to see. So yes, so I have seen loads and loads of this. I've seen this done in black and gold. That's amazing. I've seen it done in so many different colorways. It really is very, very popular. So let's just pop that down there. I've got a new IKEA set of drawers beside me, and I've just pulled a drawer out to use as a little table at the moment because I don't have a lot of space here. So I've got a new IKEA chest of drawers there. I got a new IKEA Kallax unit here. My friend John is that's Kath's husband, is putting up. I've got the little I bought recently a lot of these little things, and some of them come in a container, and I found that I have space high up on the sides of the Kallax units where these can be fixed to get extra space. Above my next to my desk there's a Kallax unit, and so sort of the Kallax unit is there, and above me, above my computer, there isn't anything, and so I can have these on the side there, and I put all my little cutouts and things in these, you know, when I sit down and have sometimes I just sit and cut lots of shapes out ready for another, you know, event. And when I go to on a Friday, I always take loads of things that are cut out already, so that people can use whatever they are. Wonderful Kathleen, go live, Granny. You do knitting, crochet arts and classes. Class at Centre Scott. Oh, in Invergordon for people with special needs. That's Ailey. Well done, Ailey. Yes, she's a knitter. So that's just reminded you need to buy a replacement really used for box lid. Yes, that's right, Carol Ann. So anybody who's got any of these boxes, whether it's a little one like this or whether it's the great big giant ones, you can buy the lids separately. If you've got a missing lid or if you've got a crack, I've got 1 or 2 cracked lids, but then I've had some of my boxes I have had for 50 years, I think. Or yes, because I had them in my nursery school, or I did have them in my nursery school, or perhaps, you know, when I'd finished my nursery school. I don't know. I've had them for many, 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 many years. The big ones. So that's good. Right, now this one, whoa, I am so excited about this one. I'm going to show you what came in the post today in a minute. So you're going to be a granny and a great granny this month. Busy time. So is that you, Crystal? If that's you, you're already a granny, aren't you? But a great granny as well. I don't. It's excellent. So this, I can't wait to make this one up. It's the Ferris wheel, and this works. This Ferris wheel goes round, and it's all made of card, and I can't wait to do it. And I know that part of my family never watch my broadcast. This is going to be made the first one's going to be made for my grandchildren who have the big Lego people. And I think their Lego people could go in there, don't you? I think that would be wonderful. I think also, all right, thank you, Chris. I think also there might be some Easter eggs getting those things as well. It's amazing. So I've got the Ferris wheel. I've got the carousel as well. I've got so many things to make up. I'll share them with you as we go along. But this one particularly on. Tracy, if it's sold out and if you're desperate for it and, you know, you want me to cut one out for you, I'm happy to do that. You know, if and send it to you. I'm sure that we can help each other. Which was the one? Oh no! This morning I took one of the perfume bottle cardboard cutouts, and Gary wanted to do it, so I said, "Well, cut yourself out one." So he's got one, and he's you know taken. He didn't quite have time to finish it, cutting it all out, but he's going to be doing that in his own time. So talk to me nicely, Tracy. All right. I'm sure you will talk to me nicely. I don't think you'll talk to me any other way. Right. Oh, Craft Stash still had the Ferris wheel. So there you go. Oh, and talking of Craft Stash, look, I'm going to put across the bottom of here. Now, oh, let's put it as a ticker. Is it gonna go as a ticker? I don't know if it is. Wait a minute, hang on. Oh, it's not a ticker. Normally I have them so they slide along the bottom, but I obviously didn't put it as a ticker. So I don't know what I have to do. But see that coupon code. I'm an affiliate now for Craft Stash, which means if I recommend it, I'll get a few pennies. Now, those few pennies are never going to make me rich, but what they will do is be able to pay for the hosting on my web, on my live streams and things like that, so that I can keep broadcasting like that. My son is bringing me a new website. I used to have one. Then we had a demise of it, but I'm going to have a different and much easier and nicer website where I can put some of the links. So I did have a code that I'd put in something different the other day. So I want to see if anybody uses this. Let me know. I don't know whether it gives you a benefit. Some of these things give you a benefit and me a benefit, and sometimes it's an affiliate link. I don't know. But if anybody's happy to use it or try it, then let me know. And then anybody who's in the UK, you need this one. And oh look, I've got two. I've got one that's static, and then I've got one going along the bottom. So along the bottom, I didn't know I could do that. So if you're in the UK and you like getting money back off your orders, and I used to get money back off the orders from the company that I don't buy from anymore. All I did was have to go through the cashback website, and then I would get money off. And over a year, buying things that I would normally buy anyway, I've managed to get quite a bit back on my cashback. So if you want to know about that, talk to me. If you're happy to sign up, there is the thing. Sam will endorse that because she signed up, and she's now. It takes a while for you to, but you will get £10 on your account. But it takes a while for it to kick in, because you have to do your shopping and all that. You have to remember to go through, not the app. Don't go through the app, because it doesn't work that way. But anyway, that's the top cash one. And I just found out that Craft Stash is on there. So if you're going to Craft Stash, join Top Cashback. You'll get the benefit of £10 in due course. I will get a benefit too, and my benefit changes depending on what benefit they're giving me at that point in the month. But Sam joined back in November, and we've both hit, because she's qualified now, I've qualified for mine as well, which is nice, because it helps me keep going. As I say, it's not going to make me rich, but it will help keep the website going, because I have to pay for StreamYard. I have to pay hosting and all sorts, but I don't mind because we have a lovely community. Let's go back to the comments. I'll leave the ticker running. Right, okay. Oh, hello. We have... So Tracy's going to use the code. But Tracy, if you're not Top Cashback already, join Top Cashback, because it's free to join. All right, so that's one going along the bottom. And then when you've joined that, go in through the top cashback to the craft cat stash, and then see if you can use the code in there. I don't know because it's all new, but hopefully it will work. I don't think it works for those out of the UK, but you know, try it and see. Who knows? Crafty Chimp's just been to IKEA. Oh, what a wonderful shop that is. You know, I've still got space for a few more IKEA bits and pieces. And I'm getting a dab hand at putting the furniture together, as lots of you will have seen from my social media. Tracy's going to be looking at Craft Stash when she gets home. Oh dear, I am. Don't you blame me then when none of you got any money. All right, because I can share that with that. You've got the black kitty storage cubes for your unit. Excellent. Wonderful. So that's good. Oh, yes, that's right. Some of you were discussing it the other day in one of the groups, and you were discussing it, and I saw pictures. So these boxes, I've got grey ones, but what I'm going to do is decorate here. Now, this one up here, in here, it's a lightweight one, because I thought if I had something heavy up here and I pulled it, it's going to land on me and hurt me. But in here, I've got, let me show you. You can't see. I've got plastic packaging. Can you see that? Plastic packaging. When I make, whoops, where's it gone? Oh, here. When I make these flowers in the top are on pieces of acetate, right? I never buy it. It's all my packaging. So I save all my packaging and then I put it up there because that's a lightweight box. It's not going to hurt me, is it? Carol Ann's telling me I'm naughty. I'm naughty, Lynn. I'm a craft enabler. Well, that's a new title. I've been called many things in my day. I'm not quite sure if I've been called a craft enabler before, but I don't mind. I'll take that. So all my bits of acetate, in they go. There we go. And then you just cut them up. So anyway, so this that was the Ferris wheel. Now I'm going to show you what I got from you're so sad you can't get those. You can't get them in the US. I'm sorry about that. Oh, you can't get the kitty boxes. No, I didn't even know they existed, but I'm having plain ones. But I'm gonna cut out some lovely things with my this is the theory. One day when I get organized, I'll cut out some things with my die cutters and make some nice pretty things there. Now look, I got a bundle of Craft Stash the other day, and this one, it's a kit called It's Just Paper, and I was gonna pick and choose bits of it because I thought, oh, I shouldn't be spending any more, and then they tempted me because they put on a if you spend this much, we'll give you this much off, and if you spend this much, we'll give you more off, and that sort of thing, and I know that I will have a lot of use for this kit over the time because I make cards for charity and because I've got a family, you know, and all their needs and wishes. This will come in very well. So it's called It's Just Paper, and it's all about books. So this is the book. This is a big stamp, and this is the book nook. Look, can you see the book nook? And these I can't remember who's made these. Does it say? Justine Hovey. Not somebody I knew before, but I like the look of this, and I know that I will really get a lot of use out of this. So we got the book. So we got an A6 stamp set. So there we are. A bookshelf full of books. Look, that's a big stamp. And then we've got an embossing folder that's got writing over it. So, you know, you put that through and it embosses the card for the background of your card. There we go. Need to do more embossing. It's a technique I like. And then an embossing folder that has books on it. Look, that's a lovely embossing folder. Look. Sorry, the light's shining on it. And then this one is bookmarks. So I know that you can cut them without, but sometimes it's just nice to have them. So there's a couple of oops. Let's take it. Oh, I don't know if I can get it out of the bag. Let's have a look. Can I do it one-handed? Have I got one hand? Have I got two hands? Let me have a look. Oops, I don't know if... Okay, yeah, here we go. So it's different patterns of bookmarks. You know, I wouldn't necessarily have bought just the bookmarks, but the bookmarks came as part of the set. It's not probably one that I would have chosen otherwise, but might as well have it because I have the rest. Look, so we've got an outer die and an inner die, and you put them together and you can cut out pretty patterns of bookmarks. Look, there we go, pretty patterns. So those are the bookmarks. And what else have we got? We have got, and of course I could see that my delivery was going to come when I was going to be out this morning, and I thought I do have one or two hidey places around my property, and I've got neighbours who take parcels in, and of course it was going to come. The earliest it was going to come was 10 minutes after I left, but I don't know what time it arrived. But it was actually, I don't know why the postman do this. It was in my letterbox, but if they just pushed it, it would have gone right into my letterbox. You know, it could be seen from the road, but it's not too bad around here. I haven't had anything pinched. I don't like it when they put them in the dustbin, especially if they're not quite sure when dustbin day is, and they put your parcel in the bin and then the dustbin men take it. But that's not happened to me. The parcels have gone in the bin, but I've rescued them beforehand. So right, this one is dive into books, and this is a die and A5 stamp set, and this is quite fun. So it's as I say, it's a die. It's a die and a stamp set. So what we've got, we have a book, an open book. Look, can you see? Can you see the? Oh, let's take it out. Whoops, if I can get it out. The bags are stuck up. Wait a minute. But it's an open book, which is very nice. I do have a member of my family who's absolutely more than one member of my family, absolute bookworms. So I know that this will come in. So for cards for that direction. I've got a granddaughter who's got a birthday coming up. I've got a daughter who's got a birthday coming up. So I'm now thinking, oh, what am I going to make for them? What's the best? So I think I've got a plan, but I better not say it because I think they don't watch my broadcast very much. But apparently the other day, they've now got a TV in their kitchen. They've had a house makeover. They got a TV in the kitchen, and my daughter put it on, and the children saw Granny on the TV. So I was doing a broadcast, and they thought that was hilarious. But I don't think mostly they don't watch me. But better not say what I'm doing just in case. Some postmen have lost fingers in some sharp letterbox makes when they pull their head out. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you ever saw that broadcast. I was trying to. I was talking about why the postman didn't push the things through the letterbox during COVID time, I think it was, and I was trying to film myself and doing it filming with one hand and trying to push the parcel and say, look, it will go right through. And of course, what happened, because I wasn't doing it with two hands, the letterbox snapped back on me, and it gave me a black fingernail after that. So I was trying to be clever, and it wouldn't, it didn't go. So what have we got here? This is, oh right, so we've got two dies here. So we've got an open book, and we've got a plain. So we've got an open book with all the pages. Can you see? And then we've got a book one that hasn't got pages on it as well. And then to go with that, look, we've got things that you can put in. So you see the open book down there, and then you can have the birds or the butterflies flying out or the hearts flying out of the book. Or it says, have a magical birthday, once upon a time, a note to say, a book is a dream that you hold in your hands, live life in full bloom, their wings were ready, but their hearts were not. No heart shines brighter than a good heart, and just one more chapter. So that's nice. There we go. So that's that one. And then nearly at the end, this one is a stack of books. It's a stack of books, and it is a stack of books. They're all separate, this one. I've had a look in here already. So let's have a look. Whoops. So this is, I'm not going to pull these all out, but can you, oh, wait a minute, I will, because you can't really see. No, I'm not being fair if I don't pull it out. I should have opened these up beforehand. I never realised that they weren't easy to open. And my scissors are not to hand, of course. I don't know if I can get it open. Oops. Let's have a look. Aha! We have a success story. There we go. I'm surprised I'm still awake because I didn't go to bed last night because I was making that thing for Gaz, and I thought, well, it doesn't matter because I can come home and go to sleep. And then I didn't want to go to sleep. I wanted to talk to all you lovely people. But I won't be late going to my bed tonight. So look, these are all books. All right. So you can make a shelf of books. This one says cookbook on it. That one says 2 on it. Volume 2, maybe that is. That's a plain one. But we have the stamps that you can stamp things on. Look, fancy books, fancy book covers. Dictionary. This is a dictionary. Your son just back early to open his parcel. Bye. You're being nosy. You be a bit for his boat. Oh, right. Okay. Excellent. Thank you for joining us. This one says adventure. And this one hasn't got, these ones haven't got anything on, but you can stamp on them. So I've got some stamps here. What is, let's see. You're heading off, have to go cook dinner. You'll be watching back the rest of your life, though. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you. Nice for you to come. Facebook, I love reading, but bookmarks aren't cheap now. I have tons of books. No, but if you're a crafty, you can make bookmarks. So it says, cheers. So all these stamps, cheers to the next chapter. If you were a book, I'd never put you down. I have a novel birthday, shelf life. Some stories stay with us forever. Thank you. Today is your day. No shelf control. Sylph says she loves IKEA. Just saying. Yes, absolutely, and Rhonda does too. I do too, and I have to pay £40 delivery if I want one thing or if I want lots of things. And my lovely friends, last time I said, "Oh, I'm going to do an order," and they said, "Oh, we're going to the mainland. We can pick it up for you." So they did a click and collect, and they saved me £40. Wasn't that kind of them? Right. So adventure is just a page away. Sorry, I'm booked. Time to party. Just to say, just a girl who loves books. No one stacks up to you. Have a novel day. Treat your shelves, and a new chapter awaits. So there we go. And one more. So there's lots of lovely things here. And what to make first. So this is, what do they call this? I've forgotten. This is craft catalogue. So it's a die and an A5 stamp and an A6 stencil set. So it's actually some sort of cataloguing of your books. And then there's paper clips and all sorts of things. I haven't quite got my head around this one yet. I need to study that and look and see if I can work that out a bit better. But anyway, so that was it. Island delivery, what a pain. Yes, I don't know. They must do a delivery charge for other people. Obviously, you know, we can't just go and get our things easily. And so I don't know what that is. I know they use an island company to actually do the deliveries because my IKEA stuff was delivered by Cows Movers, which is an island firm. So they obviously go. We got an IKEA in Southampton, so just across the water, very near one of the ferry terminals, actually. And so they come and they do. Now I'm going to place another, but I can't. I probably can't afford it for another month or so. But I'm going to have 1 or 2 more bits. I found out I can just get more bits in to get all my stash sorted, and I'm doing so well. Once that furniture's gone from the middle of the floor tomorrow, I won't know myself, and then I'll need to sort out the stuff that's on those units and then get them into boxes and all that. Oh dear. So all it's to say, her nearest one is over 4 hours away. Oh wow. No, ours is just across the water, so not far. Let's take that coupon off now, because if anybody wants the coupon, they could ask me. Let's get rid of that. Wait a minute. Where's that? Let's take that off. There we go. We'll just leave the top cash one on. And Carol Ann reminded me that there's an offer on cashback today. They do various offers, and I only buy things I was going to buy anyway. I might buy a day earlier if there's a good reason and there's extra cashback. So every now and again they'll do a £2 cashback or a £5 cashback extra, and it basically means if you shop in this shop today, we'll give you £2 extra on top of the cashback. Sometimes the cashback is very tiny, but you know what? It soon mounts up. It's amazing, and I've not bought anything I wasn't going to buy anyway. Just might have bought. I got more savvy. I stopped using Amazon as much and went to find the things that I would buy on Amazon in the stores that were giving me cashback, so that I could get more crafty stash. So there is method in my madness. You might not think so. Hello, Sarah. How nice to see you. So Audrey's got green grass and fields all around her. So nothing there. And Sylvia's saying that you need to be near a civilization. Perhaps you like living right away from civilization. I don't think that would suit me, but you know, some people love it, don't they? I watched that program on TV about they call it, what do they call it? Escape to the Country, I think it's called. And people moving out of towns and into different areas and that sort of thing. And I love it. I love watching what makes people tick, what sort of houses they like and what they say about houses. When I had my house, the big house up for sale, shall I say? Somebody came around my house. Now it was originally my mum and dad's house, and we did my husband and I did a house swap, and I ended up running my nursery, so I lived where my nursery was. Originally, it was in my parents' house, and then we went to live there. And we'd done it, tied it all up legally, and then one day we sold it, my husband and I. And somebody came round and said, "Oh, it's going to take so much money to put it back to a nursery school." Silly people. Why not just say they didn't want the house, trying to make an excuse? But it had pinboard on the walls, and all you had to do was take the pinboard down and fill in the hole, just make good. It really wasn't anything much at all. Sarah's now 5:45 a.m. and coffee time. So have you just got up, or are you just going to bed, Sarah? Nice to see you. You'd love to be in the country or close enough to see it, but I still want all the convenience. Well, I used to live in West London, very, very busy there. I now live on an island, and I've got the best of both worlds, because we have a lot of rural places on the island, and then Ryde we're a town. We're the town. Ryde is known as the town on the beach. So I'm sort of. It would take me about. If I got in a taxi, it would take me 10 minutes to get to the beach. So if I went by bus, I'd have to walk to the bus and then go to the town. But there we go. You'd love to be in the country. Oh yes, that's it. Tracy's there saying morning to Sarah as well. You saw it online, so up getting coffee, and we'll get back in bed. I don't blame you if it's not time to get up. But I'm not going to be on much longer. I was just showing everybody my new craft things from different companies that I'm supporting now. And Sarah is another of the crafting community that I met through the company that I'm not talking about anymore. Anyway, Sarah, would you like a cup of tea? This is what I've been making. And then, as I say, I made one for Gaz because it was his birthday, and he was really thrilled. So I thought, well, let's make it black and gold. That's a bit posh. And of course, I used stronger card, so it came together much nicer. It was better, and it was very easy. And so I really loved it, and I will be making lots and lots of teapots. Sylvia's been to the Isle of Wight. Lovely. We used to visit a lot, probably before the ferry fare prices went up. We do have very expensive ferry fares, and they don't even do bargains much for the residents. We do get a book of tickets, you know, we get some coupons, but really, it's killing our tourist industry. Some of our hotels have a discount code that they share with their customers, but it's not very good. So good night, Ailey from Invergordon. Thanks for showing this live and keep up the amazing work. Absolutely. So, well, I thought I had to get in quick when Gaz wasn't online because I don't like to interrupt if he's doing a live. I know lots of you are watching, so I just fit in round the edges when I've made some of these lovely things up. So I have got quite a lot of new items, especially in the tonics range. I'm not going to tell you now. I'm just going to tease you with things as I start making them and putting them online. So I will be crafting very much over the next day or two, because Jan, who runs the craft club on the Friday, the CEO of Isle Access, she wants to advertise an event at Christmas. Gaz ran an advent calendar day where they were making advent calendars, and the parish council funded that, and he had a lot of people in. He worked hard and he got all the kits. He did all the cutting out for everybody on his machines. And they had a whole load of people book in for those classes. So Jan wants me to do some Christmas stuff. So there's some not Christmas, no, Easter. Come on, Lynn, it's only Easter yet. And Gaz's eyes lit up earlier when I told it. He said, "Oh, you know, I want some of those Easter things, you know." That so there's a big ornate Easter egg, and there are bunnies and chicks along the same sort of, like this, but sort of more, you know, egg shaped and those sort of shapes, but you know, whatever. And I've got them. And Gaz said, "Oh, he said, I'd love those. It would be good." I said, "Talk to me nicely. I've got them." You know, so he probably will be taking some time to cut out his own from my dies. So, you know, it's all about sharing, and we're helping with that community hub anyway, so we all help each other out. So I'm getting hungry, I'm getting tired, so I'm going to go and cook something. Don't know what I'm going to have tonight. I need something on the Slimming World range. I went out for dinner with Gaz and Samantha and Jan and Di, and I couldn't find a jacket potato on the menu, which is what I normally would have, something like that. And then they twisted my arm. I did have a salad, but I had an avocado salad, and of course avocados are not very friendly on the Slimming World thing. There's lots of sins in avocados and that, and in the end I thought, well, they were playing hunt the avocado anyway. Yes, Andrea, I have got the tonic Easter egg die. I have. I'll be making that up shortly. In fact, I'll try and make that over the weekend, because Jan wants the Christmas, the Easter bits, so that she can advertise it, and we can get a date when we have an actual, you know, a big blast on one or two items like that. So let's see how we go with that one. So I will be sharing all of these with you. Decorated eggs, yeah, absolutely. So I will share all these things. I've got some super things. I've got little boxes. I've got little heart-shaped boxes. Gaz was using one of my kits this morning, and it was a perfume bottle. Whoever's coming in on Facebook as a Facebook user, could you just let me know who you are? Somebody's just come in on Facebook saying, "Hi Lynn, how are you?" I'm fine, but I'd love to know who I'm talking to. I don't know who that is. Right, sorry we led you astray. I don't know who that was, who's leading me astray. I don't. Right, I'm not sure. Identify yourself, otherwise I won't worry about it. I don't get led astray. I only get led astray if I want to be led astray. Oh, it's Carol. Carol coming in on Facebook as a Facebook user. I don't know her old. Yeah, Andrea can't find it. Right, Andrea. Oh, Sam. Sam. Hello, Sam. Oh, right. So is that Sam as stationary Sam? That would explain why she said led me astray, because they were encouraging me to have something off the menu. Then not only did I have a lovely salad, but thank you. Not only did I have a lovely salad, but then they had chocolate cake. Sam had arranged for chocolate cake to be brought in and candles for Gaz, and so I could have said no, but I didn't. Now back on plan. Back on plan. I don't get weighed until Thursday, so I got a little time to catch up. Oh, you're on your daughter's account, right? The only reason I asked that is because in the past I've had some trolls in, and I just wanted to know whether I had a troll there or not. But don't worry about it. But Andrea, message me and let's see if we might be able to find what you're looking for. So so when I couldn't find something, somebody else found it on Etsy when I couldn't find it. So which one are you looking for, Andrea? Can't remember which one you said. Which one you wanted? Oh, the Easter egg. Yeah, I know it went out of stock. Have you been on the Tonic website and put in where it says let us notify you when if it comes back into stock? So there is an option there to put in your details. So put your details in, and then you might get. I mean, they do bring some of their dies back. They don't know that they always do. Oh, Gaz is back. Have your guests gone, Gaz, or have you still got guests there? Let me know. I didn't know you'd gone. He said he's back, but I didn't know he'd gone. So let me know. Have you still got guests? Or not, Gaz? They've gone. Do you want to come in the broadcast for the end? You're not a troll. You're sitting on the naughty step. That's all right. So, Gaz, if you want to come in and show your teapot and don't show the cakes because I expect you've eaten them, then you can do. Right. I'm gonna see if I can get you in. Wait a minute. Invite guests. This is what I have to do. Oh dear. How do I do this? Copy. Now, how can I send it to you? I don't know if I can send it to you. Guys, I don't know how to send it to you on here. So, I don't know if you can ask to be a guest on there, can you? Let's see. I'm not sure. I need to find out. I don't know how to get you in. Send it on a message. But how can I send it on a message? Because I've got the StreamYard on the screen. If I go to message, will I disappear? Will I cut myself out of the broadcast? Hang on. Let's see, folks. Don't go away. Stay there. I'm not ending the broadcast. I'm just going on to a different tab. If I go onto a different tab, I might be able to do this, but I don't know. So let's have a look. I don't know if you're still there. Let's have a look. Oh dear. Hang on. Dear, oh dear. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, folks. I don't know how to do it. Wait a minute. Let's have a look. See if I can go anywhere. I don't know how to do it. Right. Are you all still there? I don't know if you're still there. Let's see. Might be able to do it. I must find out how to do this, I can't work it out. Hang on. Let's see if you're still there. Are you all still there? Are we still in the broadcast? Let's have a look. I don't know if we're still in the broadcast. Oh, we're still in the broadcast. Yes, you're still there. Right, okay. Let me just see how to do this. Oh, private chat. There we go. Chat with everyone in the studio, but I don't want to chat with everyone in the studio. I want to send the link Hello. Am I here? Have I got back? Oh dear, oh dear. Right. So I'm going to invite Gaz into the broadcast. Right, wait a minute. I'm going to turn it round. Hang on. Let's have a look. Let's add you. There we go.
Hello!
Hey, we did it.
We did it!
I don't know what I did, but I need a second gadget because
do.
I have got other gadgets, but I confused myself. So but did you hear me all that time?
No, it cut
Right.
off after a little while, but we're back.
Right, because it looked like it had killed the broadcast. So anyway, so happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my lovely. Thank you.
So have we still got some people in here? Are they? Oh yes, we have. Excellent.
Still have.
Look, there's a teapot. Oh look. Would you like some tea?
Let's have a cup, shall we?
Yes, let's have a cup. Thank you for staying, everybody who was patient there. Well, I've only been live streaming since 2016. You know.
You're new. It's fine. We'll forgive you.
I am. Yes, I'm a newbie. Don't forget, I've had a big break for a year, and once you went off the screen, I didn't know where to find you.
Oh, bless you, sweetheart. Well, well, I hope you've had a good evening anyway. Have you had a good evening?
I think we have. I think people seem to be enjoying it, and they seem to be enjoying seeing you now.
Oh, bless.
Go
They're
on,
all
tell
lovely.
them what sort of day you've had.
Well, I mean, I've had a long day. We had such great fun at the hub this morning, which was absolutely fantastic. I don't think we've laughed so much, have we? To be honest,
we had a really good laugh, didn't we? Yes, people coming in there. Can you see Sam's in? She's under old Kedits.
Hi, Sam. I hope you're well, sweetheart.
There we go. So there we are. Look, they're all coming in to say hello.
Oh, bless them. Thank you.
So hopefully you've had a good birthday. Well, it's not your birthday yet, even, is it?
Well, no, it's not even my birthday. I'm saying this is the kick-off to my birthday weekend.
Well, that's right. You've got an elastic birthday, haven't you?
Only this year.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're off to the mainland tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes.
I think yes. Have a lovely time.
Oh,
I think you're going on a craft mission, aren't you?
I am. I'm going on a lovely craft mission to the company that shall not be named.
Yeah, why are you going there? But I know why you're going there.
Because I'm getting to meet someone who's a very special person, actually. I think she's a very special person.
That's right. Oh, you don't have to tell.
It's worth going to the company that shall not be named for.
No.
Well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. So how's the rest of your day looking?
Well, we had a lovely lunch, didn't we?
We did. We mostly did. We certainly did.
Then I met my friend for coffee, which was really nice.
Oh, right. Okay. Did you get very wet? Because we had hail at that point, didn't we?
I got pelted.
Right. Okay. I'm going to take that ticker off now. And then I'm going to say, can somebody do a screenshot? I'm not going to try because I'll probably shut the camera down. I'm very good at that sort of thing.
Well, you can see I'm actually prepping for my live at the moment. I've got everything all ready to go.
What time are you going live? What time?
I'll be going live at 7:30.
All right. Okay. I'll try and stay awake. Can you do a screenshot from your end?
I will certainly do that for you now, Melody.
Thank you. So nice. There we go.
Well, you know me. I try to be, don't I?
Yes. You'll have to teach me some more skills for my live streams.
Oh, wait there. Let me try again because that one wasn't quite so well. Here we go. There we go. I got it.
Good. Excellent. So there we are. So you've now met some of the people that you didn't know, that were part of the Go Live Granny community before you appeared on the scene.
Yes. Well, it's been a lovely it's been lovely to appear on the scene, to be honest.
Yes. Good.
And it's been lovely getting to know you and getting to know everyone else that I have, especially through the hub and everything. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Yes, it really is, isn't it? And it's just so supportive. I mean, and that's the sad thing about what happened with the other people that we won't name, because it was the same sort of thing. And, you know, we could all be friends together. And we were. And the thing is, because so many of us knew each other, we've taken it elsewhere. We've taken that friendship elsewhere. And, you know, we've had to search for one or two people to find them because we thought they dropped off the face of the earth, but they haven't.
No, well, we found them all and we've dragged them all together.
Yeah.
And we've become a lovely little community, and it is really nice. And that community is expanding into other areas as well, which is brilliant.
It's lovely. It's lovely, you know. So, so anyway, I better let you go and get prepped.
Yes.
And I need to stop talking and have something to eat. And I'll try and stay awake for your broadcast.
Don't worry if you can't. Honestly,
I'll watch the replay if I can't. Did you see? Were you watching when I showed what I want to make next?
Oh, what are you going to be making next? Oh, that's cheeky.
No, it's not. It's mine. I let you do a cutout. What was in my parcel? Oh. Carol, you'll have to watch the replay. It was a part. Actually, I'll show you very quickly.
You got quite a lot, didn't you?
I did. Yes. Did you not see yourself? So
I didn't see everything. No.
So there were some lovely stamps with all sorts of book sentiments. Have a novel birthday. That sort of thing. You know. Yeah. No shelf control. That sort of thing. Loads of things there. There were lots of little. Books that go on that you can stand on a shelf. I got loads of those sort of things.
I like that. I like the idea of those.
Yeah, well, I'll bring them along to the hub, shall I? There's the open book with pages, an open book, but that's not got any pages on it. You know, they're for different things doing. There's lots of sentiments that go with those. Can you see?
Oh, it's just paper. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Do you know this? I don't know this company.
No, neither do I. That's a new one to me, but they look lovely.
Yeah. Justin Hovey. I got this on Craft Stash. Okay, and they had one of those discounts where if you spent this much, you get this, and if you spent that much, you get that.
Yeah.
And I'm a VIP member on Craft Stash as well, so I get 10% off most things anyway, and double points. So.
It's definitely worth it to be a Craft Stash VIP. I've done that as well.
Well, it only cost that. Well, I only paid $4.99 because they did it. I'm just coming up for renewal. So a year ago, they offered me $4.99 because they introduced it as something that they didn't have before.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So there we go. Carol says, "What am I buying now? All sorts of things."
She's buying everything.
No, I can't. Don't you buy? I think you buy more than I do. Oh, there were some bookmarks.
Oh, those are nice.
Fancy bookmarks. Look, they're like that.
Oh, we do like fancy things.
We do.
We love a fancy die cut, especially down at the hub.
And this is called a craft catalogue. It's got all sorts of bits of it. It's got paper clips and things, and so I've got to get my head around this. You might help me get my head around that. Can you see that? It's like a catalogue of stuff.
I will certainly try and help you get your head around that. That looks interesting.
Isn't it handy that you live near me?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. And so then we've got an embossing folder with books on the shelf.
That's nice, really lovely.
It isn't it?
I like that.
Yeah. And then we've got printed text embossing folder.
I've got loads of those. They're brilliant.
Yeah. And then we have the Book Nook A6 stamp set.
Oh, that's lovely.
There we go.
You could make a 3-dimensional project with that and actually make like a little library.
Right. Well, we get
a tonic die of a chair. You could make like a little actual library diorama.
Oh wow! Yes. Look, that's the one which had the metal dies in. They're all individuals. Those.
They're lovely. You could make a nice card with those.
I could.
Definitely.
I could make a nice pop-up card with some of this stuff. You know, one of my pop-ups. So there we go. Right. Yeah. It's 7:15, but thank you for joining me.
Oh, you're more than welcome, lovely. I'm sorry I couldn't have been here longer.
That's all right. I didn't know whether you were here or not. You weren't coming. You never know who's unless people are commenting, you don't know whether they're here or not. Vivian's saying happy birthday from Kentucky. Vivian,
Oh, thank you so much.
she's a viewer of mine a long time ago. And then back here again. And Carol says, where am I buying them from now? I'm buying these ones came from Craft Stash. The teapot, which keeps making an appearance because I love it so much. Did you like the way that Di was doing this morning? Every time she got a chance, she picked up the teapot.
Every time she got a chance, she was picking it up and just
I need a dormouse in here because I love Alice and the teapot. This is when you need to take. This is when you need to take a screenshot, but you probably can't if you're holding your teapot as well.
I can't. No, unfortunately, I'm not that great.
I'll have to watch the replay and do it on the replay.
Yes, we could do it on the replay for definite. I love this to bits. It's going. Yeah. It's going in that cabinet just over there shortly.
Good. That's what I like. I'm glad I did it. What I didn't want to do was stay up all night and you say that's nice and then throw it in the bin.
I don't do things like that. Certainly not with things that are made for me. I mean, I've got a stack of cards just over there on display as well that people have made for me.
I've got most of my children's cards that they've ever sent me, and some of them they made themselves. So yeah. So right. Well, thank you. We got there in the end. We got into the broadcast. You got there and I didn't. I was nearly gone. Never mind.
It's not surprising.
So thank you very much for joining me.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for having me.
I'll have to ask Tristan. He'll tell me how to. That's my son. For anybody who doesn't know, Andrea loves your teapot. Look, she loves your teapot.
Thank you, Andrea.
He had the posher one. He had to have the black and gold.
Yes, I got the black and gold. But
I must tell them what I did, because the inside of the black card was white.
Oh yes,
the inside of my teacup was
It's
pink.
really nice.
Right, but
I like it. It's the antique style, darling.
What
I'm
I
drinking antique tea. Leave me alone.
What I did, folks, I've not done a lot of mixed media, and I thought I'd paint the inside of the cup this morning. I thought I've got time to do that, so I painted it, but it just looked like tea stain. So then
lovely.
Then I sprayed it with glitter spray. I painted it with glitter paint. Then I did it with tea. It ended up looking like it had been stained by tea, didn't it?
But it looks brilliant, and I love it. So
it's
there we
go. The tannin. Carol, I haven't got a website at the moment, but Tristan is doing me a much simpler one than I had before, more like just a blog site. So that will come soon, and then we'll be able to put all sorts of things up there. But, he's a bit of a busy bunny, so whenever it happens, it happens. So that's it. I will take you down now. You are sitting on a set of 3 boxes of tonics kit. 3 months of tonics craft packages.
You are so naughty.
No, I'm not. What's naughty about that?
Me.
Don't sound naughty. You don't mind it when you borrow my things. You don't mind it.
Oh no, I won't mind it when you're lending me die cuts and stuff like that. No, I won't mind it at all.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to let you go now. I'm eternally grateful to everybody who stayed the course here and stayed in with us, and then for Gaz coming after his people he was going to come on the broadcast, and then he had unexpected visitors, didn't you? And yes. You had to apologize. Well, you didn't have to apologize, but you did apologize, and then you came back, so that's good. Okie dokie. All right, take care. I'll see you on your live in a minute.
Yes, see you all soon, hopefully.
What are you making?
Oh, well, I can't tell you that because you've got to wait for my live to see what I'm making.
Okay, well, then drop your link. Can you drop your link in the comments?
I can if you give me one quick second. I can do it on the Facebook.
Right. Gaz is called Handcrafted by Gaz. So he's on Facebook and YouTube, aren't you? Are you on both?
I am. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm everywhere.
Well, I can add Instagram in, but I'm not quite sure how to do it yet. So I've got to work it out.
There we go. I've popped that link that I've just popped in the comments on Facebook will take you directly to the live.
Excellent. Excellent. So anybody who wants to go and watch Gaz in a minute, it's his turn now.
It's my turn.
That's why I went earlier, because I knew you were broadcasting tonight, and I thought I might be asleep anyway. Tracy's going to be watching you. Look, there you are. You picked up another viewer.
Oh, thank you so much, Tracy.
And from the crafting world.
I do love people from the crafting world.
Tracy reached out to me when we had the shenanigans, so there we go. That's good, isn't it?
Bless. Well, I'll see you all over on my live in a minute then.
Absolutely. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and watch you on my TV. I'll
get put on the telly. How exciting!
It's not a huge telly. It's only a 20-something inch.
Telly's a telly.
Yeah.
It's not the size, Lynn. It's not the size.
I won't comment because it could get rude. But if I have you on the telly, I can watch other things, other comments and things going on. I can use my phone to communicate, so that's easier for me. All right.
Right. I'm going to duck out because I really do need to get everything set up, or otherwise I'm not going to get set off in time.
You'll blame me.
And I'll blame you. So I will see you all on my live if you're coming over. Thank you so much for having me.
Andrea's going to be watching. I'm being sent to the naughty step by Carol now. She's sending me to the naughty step. We have a naughty step. We always had through pandemic, But do you know what? When on the naughty step, they used to share all the Baileys and all those naughty things.
Oh, Baileys! Who doesn't love a bit of Baileys?
Hello, Andrew. Andrew's just come in. Andrew, you'll have to watch the replay because we're leaving the broadcast because Gaz has to do his own broadcast at 5:30, and I've monopolised the airways.
It's no problem. Right, I'm going to duck out then, lovely. Thank you so much.
Bye to you,
so much
and bye to everybody else. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you all over on his. So we'll see you all over there on his in a minute. Naughty step with snacks. Yes, I better get some snacks. So anyway, thank you for being so patient. Because you did lose me while I was sort of going all around the internet trying to get back into the broadcast. So thank you for your patience. I am a bit mad and scatty. I'm never going to change now. I'm 73. This is how I am. Bye, everybody. Take care.